The RVB 95 Echo Barrels by A-ZDARTS as a part of their 2022 launch. This range is a collaboration between the popular Echo soft tip range and the RVB Generation 4 darts. Key elements were taken from both ranges to create multiple grip profiles, contrasting colors, and performance coatings in a 95% tungsten barrel. Okay, starting in the very front, we have the standard Swiss black fire point that RVB likes, and you see a classic RVB G4 shape all throughout the barrel, which is a very subtle bomber shape with extra length going along here. Classic RVB cuts all throughout. So the very front section is knurling in the nose, and we've got typical radial grooves that are nice and evenly spaced out. I give the front section a grip intensity of 3 out of 5. The big cuts here add a good break in the knurling, so it's a little bit more aggressive. Then in the rear, we've got very standard radial cuts, evenly spaced out, a little bit of matte texture throughout there. I give the rear section a 2.5 out of 5, so not as intense as the knurling section. And of course, the very center is just a smooth notch. Soft tip and steel tip, nearly identical except for the nose profile, always tapering in for the steel tip, and then your 2BA version for your soft tip that has a target pixel point. Okay, to summarize on the collab, the packaging itself is a combination of both the RVB and Echo color schemes. We've got orange, black, and that matte gray. But then for the barrels themselves, they're also just that, a fusion of the two brands. So what we're seeing is G4 shape and G4 cuts in the barrel, but the color scheme and the coating was adopted from the Echo soft tip range. So you see that matte black, grays, even the Pro Grip text is painted in gray on the shaft, so that's unique to this, and you've got sandblasting. So color and texture come from Echo, shape and milling come from the RVB 95 G4. Okay, we are warmed up, let's do some throwing action. I'm gonna start by gripping in the rear. Okay, now let's grip in the center, so my forefinger and thumb will be right on that smooth notch. Ooh. Oh, I shouldn't have said anything. That definitely felt better, I think because I was a little closer to where the weight's distributed on the dart. So now let's go all the way in the front. We're gripping into the knurling. Oh shoot, that was an over adjustment. Notice my dart's landing a lot flatter. Okay, let me go back to the center. I think that's the best place for me for this kind of long, super subtle bomber shaped barrel. Not the best score, but it definitely feels the best and the most consistent with how the dart's impacting the board and how it releases out of my hand. Okay, we'll move on to my favorite segment. You know it's the bullseyes. We'll stick with gripping in the center. Okay, we need to lower our grouping. Let's give it another shot. Yeah. Okay, I have earned the advancement onto the 19s. Gotta love the lower part of the board. And I mentioned last year, RVB has a 2-finger grip in the very front, so he likes that knurling with a little bit extra aggressiveness because he has a super light touch. All right, let's finish off strong with some doubles. As always, I give myself an easy 32 out because I'm not brave enough to attempt something harder. So far inside. Just outside, double 8, yay! Well, I forgot to mention, RVB also rests his middle finger into the fire point. So more than likely, that's why they choose this Swiss point for him. It has grip right in the front. Man, do they stick in the board. This A-ZDARTS board, it's such a noticeable difference pulling them out. Typically, you're not going to see a bounce out in such a short little practice throw session, but yeah, they really grip the board. So I would take advantage of the Swiss point system and interchange for smooth points when you're practicing at home to prolong the life of your board, of course, and then get tournament ready with the fire points. For me, I'm not crazy about the knurling and more aggressive grips just because I have smooth hands and a close grip, and I don't have the lightest touch, so aggressive texture is going to catch onto my release. I need smooth dart to open my hand quickly, release the dart. But as I was saying, RVB with that 2-finger hold and the middle finger resting into the point, super, super light touch. Like, it's just, the dart's barely just sitting in there. It won't fall. It might fall if he's coiling or moving the dart around, but there's no coil in his throw. He likes that little bit of aggressiveness there. Overall, not bad. I can easily throw this in the center and the rear. It's just not for me. I've never been a front gripper. Doesn't work for me there. The flight pattern's a little off. However, if you have similarities to the way that RVB throws, that tends to be the thing we try to get into people's minds. The way that you grip the dart, what your throwing mechanics are, should guide how you buy your barrel choice, which is shape and cuts. So I hope that helps. Final thoughts here. Echo was a really, really popular soft tip only darts range that came out in a previous Target launch. So it's honestly pretty cool to see it revitalized as a steel tip option in conjunction with the RVB 9.5 brand. Soft tippers get to benefit again, and steel tippers were missing out before, but no longer this time. So that concludes the close-up breakdown of the RVB 9.5 Echo range. You can purchase these darts on our website, A-ZDARTS.com. And if you liked the jersey I was wearing in this video, you can custom order it with our apparel company, magicwear.com. Personalize it with your name, your size, etc. I hope you all enjoyed this review and the rest of the Target 2022 launch. Thanks for watching.